gay one with little flowers on. Might as well put a pink handle on there.
Right, you've got to tell me which field.
Blue shirt on, my friend.
Which fields are you doing?
Right, I'm going out here.
You don't want to know the name of the fields, Matt, so...
Right. Matt is going to do that depot
and bungalow.
Right.
Make sure you know which bag is which.
Yep.
I'll do the pump and I'll be back and I'll go and do the out.
Hang on a minute.
Got W shape. You've got to do this one and the further one.
Yeah, and you just go up.
You
like
go
that in the pits, mate.
up like that.
Just get off the headlands. Don't do nothing on the headlands because it'll always be double overlap.
Right.
So out in the middle of the field, bit of the W shape, job done.
Fill them up or just one trowel in each thing?
So you've got 3 trowels in there.
How deep do you go? Deep?
Yeah, just down deep to the trowel.
Like that?
That's it, yeah.
Right. We are doing a little bit of soil sampling today. We're over at Jim's farm and I've never done it before, but he told me to get off the headlands, get out of the picks, and what we're going to do is a W shape across the field. We're going to work our way up the top, down, back up, and then down again, and we're going to stick the dirt in a bag. I'm just going to make sure I'm right on the thing. We've got beans in this field, but what we're looking for is the soil health. So our first scoop, we're going to stick it in there. One. We're going to work our way up, then back down, then back up again, and then back down in a W shape. And then this will all get sent away they didn't tell me how many scoops, but yeah, so what it's all about is soil health. So we'll get all this dirt. Oh god, it's dry. Still a bit of moisture down there, which is good. That's what we want to see. So these beans look alright, but they haven't moved much. It's been so cold in the mornings. They actually haven't moved very much. So they've sort of come up, poked their head out, and yeah, temperatures are, you know, they're fine during the day, but things are a little bit dry. But there is moisture down there. Look, you can see the moisture. The colour changes. There's moisture down there. Look at that. I get sticky again there. So if they can get their root down into the moisture, they'll be fine, but these cold mornings are just holding them up a little bit. But there's good coverage across the field, so it shouldn't be too bad. We need to make our way back up that way. That'll do there. And what you're doing is you're trying to get an average over the field. And you want to keep off the headlands, because the headlands always get fertilised twice. They always get, you know, you always end up with a bit of fertiliser extra on the headland. You always end up, you're driving on the headland constantly. I'm going to turn around. You've got to do this before you put any fertiliser down. Otherwise you get false readings, and what you're hoping for, the results you get back, we'll try and come back to the results. With the results, there we go, you can then adjust your fertiliser. There's a tram line there, you want to get off the tram line. Boom, that's one done. One field. Place it there. Now we're going to go to the next field and do the same in there. Just remember which fields these come off, then we'll write them down. And we're over at Jim's farm, but we do this to every field that we do. It's important to know the condition of your soil. It might be low in potash, it might be low in phosphate, it might be low in something else. I'm on a tram line, I want to get off that tram line, so we're going to head here. Don't want to go on the tram line because it's always being compacted. There's some beans under there, look, just about to come through. There's some beans down here, just under the soil, ready to come up. Once the soil temperature, once it stops being, because it keeps going down to 0 and frosty, apparently beans don't like that, the farmer tells me. So once it warms up there, and as soon as we get another rain, these should just take off. And it looks like a good coverage across field, so they should do well. But we're not here for the beans, we're here for the soil.
First one.
Yep.
Right, okay, there you go. Right, it's 40 acre and 60 acre. He's done 4 samples so far.
Okay. What do you mean?
He's done 4 samples so far.
4 of those?
Yeah.
No.
Right. Made the bags out already, so I know which field they are. Depot, bungalow.
Yeah.
So that one's bungalow, this one's depot, this is the first one you did.
Yep.
And I'll just put a sample of, I mix the soil together and you put the sample up to there, fill up to there.
Oh, you only need that much?
Yeah, but it's easy to mix when you've got a big lot.
Right.
And then you end up, yeah, you don't need half the sack.
And these are the ones farmers done already?
Yeah.
Oh, right, I was making sure I got plenty. And these are ones farmers done from outside these fields here. And then these go off where to, Lee?
I'll send them off to the laboratory.
Yeah.
And they will then, after about a week, I'll get the results back on the computer to say P and K level, P and K levels. I'll show you when we get back to the office.
Yeah. So when the results come back, we can have a look at the results?
Yeah, we have a look at the results and then enter them on the computer against each field.
You see it? Oh, farmer. What would he do without me? I reckon that's his phone, isn't it? Yes, it is. Save the day again. I'll ask him where it is later. We'll have a bit of fun with him. She'll have to...
And 40 fields, which one's that?
Big field?
Right, 60 acre, 40 acre.
Yeah. I also found a little goodie on my way. Farmer's phone. Don't tell him yet, we'll tell him later. Alright, we can put the hammer down now. Right, we've got this small field here. We've got a bigger field just to the side of it, and we call these the M40 fields because of the M40, obviously. One. Right, yeah, you get the idea anyway. We're going to do a W shape here as well. Farmers doing the same on the other fields, and we come back with the results. And who do you send it to?
It's Granta Lab.
Granta.
Yeah.
This is the Grant. That's the place you send it.
Yeah.
And these are all the ones from at this farm.
They're all the fields from this farm.
And you do that every farm?
Yeah, you try and do it every 3 years. I think we're meant to do it every 3 or 4 years, but it'll tell you where you need lime and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, it just gives you an indication as to what the soil, you know, the health of the soil, whether it needs lime on it. because we haven't limed anything for years.
Yeah.
And it does tell you those that are in desperate need of it. So it just gives you an indicator then.
And does it cost money to send them away?
Yeah, I can't remember how much it is a sample. It does cost. But it's
not. It's worth
like 12 quid a sample. Don't quote me on that. It's about 12 quid a sample.
Yeah. Cool. So how long till we get these results back?
About a week.
Oh, that's all right. That's quick.
Box. Yeah. It doesn't take them long.
Sweet. Right.
Depends on their workload.
That'll do. Right, back to the farm then.
No worries.
You see those bits and pieces of black bass, Matty.
Those there, are
That's a
they?
bit of wheat actually. That's black bass. See that one?
The thin one.
That one. I think it's black bass, mate. This is wheat, volunteer wheat. Most of that we get rid of, Matt.
Yeah.
Look at
Okay.
this bean just coming through there. He ain't opened up. He's just coming through.
Yeah.
Here's one there. Do you know what I mean? There are still. That's incredible, isn't it?
That bean?
Yeah, no, weed.
Weed.
He's dying off, I can see he's just dying. But,
That's a bean.
yes, exactly. I was just looking about. Look.
Oh wow, still coming up.
Do you see what I
Yeah,
mean?
still trying to break through.
Well, they are still coming, Matt.
Yeah.
This is bean, look. So we've still got beans coming through the ground after this time. Pre-emergence is having an effect, look, mate. Look at the colour of that.
Yeah.
The rain has just got that pre-emergent kicked into life. And that's, you can see, it's killing it. Can you see the different colour?
Yeah, I can see it changing colour.
So that's, and you just stand and look, mate. You look here, look, there's another one. He's not through the, he's just today coming through the ground.
Yeah.
And that's not a tiller, that'll be a fresh bean.
Yeah.
He's only a day too old, isn't he?
Do beans tiller out as well then?
Not a lot.
Not a lot, no.
No.
But these are,
But,
compared to last week,
right,
they've grown, haven't
you
they?
stand and look, Matt, and you look at what's going on. This is what's come through. That's new.
Yep.
This is new, look.
Yep.
You look over here, mate.
I can see it all over.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
And the pre-emergent, there's one here, look, just breaking through the ground. Can you see him?
Yep.
So he is literally just coming through the ground now. Here's another here, look. Whatever way you look at it, mate, yeah, they're behind. Make a load of excuses. But that is, what is it, an acre? If it's an extra 50 kilos.
Yeah.
If it gives you another handful of beans, that's what it's giving you. You can't take a handful away, can you?
No. No. No.
And these were drilled first, so why didn't they grow?
Yeah, and the moisture was there, wasn't it? It was there. That must be just temperature then.
Yeah, but usually, Matt, beans will stand a bit of cold.
Yeah.
They don't like these frosts.
No.
Nothing does. What they don't like, I didn't say they don't like frost, what they don't like is this fluctuation in temperature, mate. So they don't want to be going from 12, 13 in the day to -2 at night.
Yeah.
And nothing likes that.
No.
It doesn't matter what it is.
No.
It just stops everything dead.
Yep.
And we've seen it in the grass. You see it, you know, I do see it. You do see it all the time. That's pleasing, mate. When because what that shows to you, when that's dying like that, you've not wasted your 30 quid an acre.
Yep.
Because it's bloody expensive. The pre-emergent on beans is an expensive hobby.
Yeah.
But if you're keeping them clean, and that's, you know, this rain has just activated that.
Yeah.
Had it stayed dry and then it comes and rain and it's all covered in weeds, you think, oh, what a bloody waste of money.
Yeah.
And you know, to me, that, you know, it's
Yeah,
good.
you haven't thrown your money away.
No, exactly that.
No.
These beetles, you know, you can't, the arses with bees, you can never see the beetles in them. You can tell they're there. Look at the leaves. You've only got to look at all the notching on the leaves. So you know what's going on.
Is that beetles?
Which one, mate? The hole?
Yeah.
Yes, it will be, but it's that round the outside, Matt. Can you see
Oh,
the
yeah.
notching round the outside, where they've notched the outside of the leaves?
Yeah.
And that's the beetle. And if you look at a plant, it's happening even on the very smallest. So the new leaves, look, they've not even uncurled yet. And right, there's the beetles, mate.
I can see him.
Can you, if you look in there, look, he's round this side. There he is, just there. It's a hell of a job to see him.
There's some in these.
Yeah, I could see him, Matt. He's inside the leaves, and you've got to look for him, but you can see him. It's a hell of a job to see them. I shouldn't say you can't see them. It's a hell of a job to see them.
And we've already done one dose already,
Yeah.
haven't we?
Yeah.
And it doesn't last that long then?
Well, I think they're immune to it, Matt, if I tell the truth. It does give you the bit. I was just trying
Is it
to...
expensive to keep?
No, but it's not... Oh, look what I've done to me paper. Oh, it's all gone. Trust anybody with paperwork, Matthew. You can't be trusted. You apparently...
This one here's dying. What's that?
No, that's not dying, mate. That'll be a bit of uptake of chemical or something like that, Matt. He won't be dying.
No.
You know, they're a bit damaged, aren't they? They've obviously been trod on, or the frost has got at them, Matt. You know, that I would think is frost damage, mate.
Yeah, the black.
You know, it's just died of death, and I would imagine that's frost damage, mate.
Yeah.
Right, and it could be something as simple as the fertiliser hitting it.
Yeah.
The leaf has lost its wax. You look at him there. I would imagine that's a bit of what that is, Matt. The leaf's lost its wax, and then the fertiliser's hit it.
Yeah.
Then you've had -2, -3. Could be as simple as that, boy.
Yeah.
And you can look at it and try and say it's this and it's that, but you give that a week and some warm weather.
But will they look like they're growing away from
They'll
that,
recover,
beetles,
mate.
don't
What
they?
they'll do, they'll get some new leaves on them. I was just seeing if we could find some beetles. Look, just there. Can you see him sat on the top? That is one of the beetles. He sat right in the leaf. He's dropped down now under my finger. With a bit of luck, you caught that.
I did see them.
You have to look.
They're hiding in these tubes, aren't
Yeah,
they?
well, the thing is, Matt, it's comfy. It's nice in there, isn't it? It's beautiful in there.
Yeah.
And they are bastards. There ain't another word for them. That's.
And I suppose if they're in those little things and the spray comes along, does it hit them?
No, probably not. Probably not, Matt. You've got to look. They don't like wind. I do know that. They'll get in there, Matt, out the wind. If the sun was out and it was a nice still day, this ground would be alive with them.
Yeah.
I've seen that before, mate. If you will find them, because, and there's a lot of them about, Matt. I can see, because these leaves, look how they've notched these leaves. That's a new leaf, not even open, and that was him just fell out there.